Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is a bit of a hard one. I have been putting it off because it is such a controversial subject to talk about. It's depression. Depression isn't a nice thing. In Australia here it's known as the black dog because you never know who has it, who's hiding it, who doesn't want to talk about it. It is quite a touchy subject to talk about. It is going to need a lot of energy and a lot of positive energy, and I have been drained even thinking about recording this subject in a sense. So I know something's been telling me don't do it, and then I wasn't just going to scrap the whole video. But I was like, so many people will benefit knowing that there's others out there that do suffer from depression. It is nothing to be ashamed of. It is quite normal thing to have in this, in our everyday society, and it is just becoming more and more common as time goes on, and people need to know it's okay to talk about, and it's okay to, it's totally normal. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It is quite deep and dark, and there are so many different types of depression. There is mental, there's emotional, there's physical, there's trauma that causes depression, there's people that naturally suffer depression for no reason at all. There are so many different ways and forms and variations of depression, so you can't just limit it down to one single source because there are way too many variations of it to begin with. So then I thought, how am I going to tackle this video? How am I actually going to talk about depression as a whole when there's so many variations of it? So I just thought I will try and concentrate on the positive aspects of depression, and do a read about not depression as such, messages regarding depression. So yes, getting a touch on what your story could be so you can relate to the group, but then just not focusing on the negative and as such. Try and focus on the positive. Try and ask the tarot and spirit what is going to happen during or after your bout of depression. We will know from your read whether it's something you have currently or have gone through. If we don't get an answer as to whether you still have it or don't have it, we will try and ask for clarification and as much information as we can from spirit. If they don't want to tell us, we'll just try and work with what we get, what the cards say, because I don't know what the cards are going to say. I don't know what they're going to tell me. I have a format to the reading. Yes, I have a way I want to do it. Yes, but as I said, this is such a touchy subject. This is such a huge subject. I don't know if anyone has even done a other tarot reading about depression. I'm not sure. I haven't even researched that, but it is a huge subject for me to touch on, to cover. But I want people to know that it's a totally natural thing in society nowadays, and a lot of people are dealing with it. So yeah, just wanted to do that spiel about how I'm even struggling with how to tackle this video, and I had to wrap my head around it for quite some days before I even started to tackle it. But I have to get it done. I have to do it. It is in the Healing Trauma series. I do want to cover this as a subject because it will benefit a lot of people, okay? So I'm going to do the prayer with you guys. I forgot to get see how unprepared I am. I'm prepared mentally now. I'm like, I'm going to finally do it. I'm doing it. But physically, I haven't got my prayer bowl. It's over there, so I'm just going to grab that. I've got all the cards ready. They're here. I set up the scene the other day, so let me talk you through the scene. I always have hematite here. Hematite is the best grounding rock for when I'm getting overwhelmed or bring my energy back to the current situation. I have lots of rose quartz, so rose quartz statue, rose quartz candles, rose quartz on my wrist, and also black tourmaline as well on my wrist to protect us while we're doing this reading, okay? So just one sec. I'm sorry, I have to jump up and grab my bowl. Told you it'd be literally 1 second. Alright, timestamps will be, look at me just jumping around like, we've been friends for ages and I just want to have a friendly chat with you. That's how I want you to feel. That's how comfortable I want you to feel. But I wanted to do this video face to face, even though I've got no makeup on today, just casually sitting around the house with my children. Today is the day. I have to get it done. It's happening today, okay? So let's just try and center our energy. Grab your crystals if you need them. Deep breath in and out. In and out. In and out. Try and bring yourself back to the present moment. Try and tell yourself, yes, this is going to be hard, but I can tackle this. These are good messages we're going to try and hear. We want to bring positivity to depression. We want to bring awareness and let everybody know that it is normal in our everyday society, okay? Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, please provide us with protection during this reading. Please make sure we are protected, myself being protected in my being, my home, my children, and my objects even. Help protect us while we're doing this reading. Surround us with a white ray of light and love. Protect us from demonic, trickster, or bad energy and influences. Please let the messages reach the collective who needs to hear these messages. Please keep us protected. I'm asking once more, please help us and keep us protected during this reading, okay? And let the collective hear the messages they need to hear. Amen. Let's put our little bowl over here. Oops, don't want it to fall off. Alright, let's get into your reading. Timestamps will be below. Whatever you're drawn to, 1, 2, or 3, that's what you are being drawn to, okay? Take care. I'll see you in your reading. Group 1, hi and welcome to your reading. This reading is going to talk about depression. We're going to try not to focus so much on your depression as a whole. We're going to try and find out with the tarot just a little bit about your story, and then from hearing about your story you can see if this resonates with you or not. If it doesn't, that's fine. Try a different group. Otherwise this message just simply wasn't yours to hear, okay? Let's get in. Why are these? That's way too many. You've got like 6 cards came out at once. Group 1, what do we need to tell them? Okay. Group 1, what do we want to know about depression for you? Messages regarding depression. Okay. Okay. Are these the wrong way? No, some are up the right way, some are the other way. Okay. Group 1, depression. What messages regarding depression do we want to tell them? Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. I feel like some of you, remember there could be a huge amount of people watching this, so take it as it resonates. For some of you, you have overcome this depression. It was a time in your life that you went through and you took action to actually muster through this time in your life and to cure yourself in a sense. Even though I don't think you're completely cured, you sought out therapies and you sought out ways in which you could get through this depression, okay? That is for some of you. Some of you are still dealing with it from this to this very day, okay? Just know that if this is your story, it's your story. If it's not, that's okay. You might still just, might not be for you, it may be for someone else, okay? But some of you are still dealing with this as we speak. Some of you have gotten through it, but at times in your life, aspects about depression actually pops up now and then, and you are triggered by certain things in your life, emotions, people, situations that does make this depression rear its head once again, okay? So we start off with 7 of coins, pentacles reversed, telling me that you were at a time in your life, or you're going through a time in your life. Remember, there's 2 different groups here. Some people that have been through it, and are triggered by it at some points in their life, and there's some that are still going through it, okay? However it is, take it as it resonates. I can't stress that enough, okay? So we got 7 of coins reversed. What this is talking about is lack of growth. You put in so much effort with a person or a situation and you weren't getting back what you're putting in return, okay? It is reversed. It stopped suddenly, or they or you, or the situation just stopped growing. There was no forward movement. It just stopped, and I think it was a sudden stop. I don't think this happened overnight. I think it was a sudden stop. Someone just one day woke up and said, I don't want to do this anymore. Or if it was a situation for you, it was just stopped overnight. COVID may have stopped it if this was work for you. However the situation resonates for you, take it, okay? But there is a sudden stop in growth there, and a sudden stop of effort from somebody as well. Somebody or a situation. So either a person or a situation. There was deceit at play here. So if this was a person, a relationship for you, they met somebody else, or they just stopped loving you. Their feelings changed, and I feel like it happened overnight. They met someone else and they fell instantly in love with them, or they reconnected with somebody, or if it's like a business partnership, friendship, family member, something deceitful was at play here. This just didn't happen because of natural causes, which I did think in the first card. I said like COVID could have stopped your business, and that still may be the case, okay? These are just the messages that are being delivered and downloaded and out of my mouth for you. But somebody could have intervened. So someone could have got a job promotion over you. You were looked over. No more growth was being poured into you. Either job, I'm getting real job vibes here. Like it has to do with your job. So for some of you, you were looked over, you weren't given a promotion, and you were told there's no more job growth. You're going to be stayed at your position. The only position for you is the position you're in now. Okay? But deceit was at play. I think maybe you were promised a promotion, a pay rise, something, or somebody met somebody else and left you in a deceitful way. They even lied to you. They were telling you that nothing was wrong, but deep down inside you knew something that was wrong, because you knew something was wrong because your intuition was screaming that there was something wrong. And when your intuition is screaming at you, you know that's right. Trust the niggle. Always trust the niggle. So you knew there was something wrong. And you knew it, you felt it within your body already. Maybe you even confronted them with the truth, but they still denied it and wouldn't tell you the truth. Whatever it was, when they finally left you, it gave you the clarity you needed, okay? No, sorry. Got that wrong. See, this subject is still stressing me out. It's making me anxious. It's making me, because I feel so much pressure to deliver the correct messages that people need to see, and I'm still getting it wrong. That's okay. I'm human. Yes, I get the downloads. Yes, I think before I try and say, but I got this wrong, so I apologize. I got this card wrong. Because upright, it would be clarity. So it's good that I got it wrong because it's going along with your story, okay? 4 of Swords reversed. Upright, clarity. Getting through it. Muddling on. Wanting to get better. But it's reversed. So when this situation happened and you were thrown into limbo and there was no growth being poured into the situation or person any longer, your life just sort of went to shit. You just were thrown into catastrophe. You didn't know where to go. Your life took an instant tower moment, instant change, and it threw you for a 6. You didn't know where to go. You didn't know what to do. Some of you went into a deep, dark depression. Didn't get out of bed, cried, and it was all in the pursuit of, yes, change is hard and it was deceitful and hurtful to you, but you couldn't understand why. Even though your body was telling you what was going on, you could not understand why. Why would they do this to you? They said they loved me. Why would I not get that pay rise? I thought I was working hard. Whatever situation happened, sudden change happened, and it left you for a 6, and it cast you into depression. Okay? Some of you maybe are struggling with depression your whole life. Some of you get situational depression, which is what I actually have suffered from in the past. Situational depression is when you are thrown into heartache or you're thrown into a situation that's so overwhelming. It wasn't expected, and it just throws you for a six. And for me, it was heartbreak. It was two relationships, two big relationships I was in. I poured everything into them, heart, soul. Thought it was going to be forever, but it wasn't, and they ended. So that was situational depression for me. The crying, the begging, you go through all the healing stages, okay? You guys know what they are. You can probably relate. I went through all them. For the first one I went through, it was really, really hard because I just got out of the abusive relationship. Then I met this beautiful person, and we're engaged. We're going to get married. We're going to have a child, and it just ended one day. Just ended, okay? So I went and sought a doctor's therapy, but the doctor labelled it as situational depression, not natural depression. So he prescribed, we tried pills, we tried lots of things, I tried therapy. Nothing would work. I took myself off the pills, I didn't like them. The thing that would have to cure me was my own mind. I had to be ready. I had to be in a place where I wanted to change. I needed to heal myself through the situation on my own. And a lot of that was just mental clarity, wanting to get better, knowing I was okay on my own. This took a number of years, okay? This was, what year was this? 2015, 16? Yeah. That relationship ended 2019, so it was 3 years. That one was hard. That one was really hard. But that was years ago. Person I was then is a different person to who I am now. Done a lot of healing, got through the heartbreaks, had another heartbreak since then, got myself through it. That one took a bit longer. Got myself through it though. I've had another relationship since then. That's ended as well. Don't even cry. Don't even feel. Knew it wasn't working. Had to shut it down. Learn, live. Don't repeat the cycle. Move on. So it's about growing, learning, and evolving as a person, okay? So with this situational depression, some of you actually only have situation depression and it was put upon you from the situation falling apart, okay? But you are wanting to get out of it because you're a strong individual. You've got King of Pentacles. You're either really strong and you know you can get through this time in your life by yourself because you're strong mentally, like I have with many situations in the past year and last year. But it takes a lot of strength and a lot of spiritual awakening and knowing that you can do it. So people are at different stages within their spiritual growth, okay, and their own journey. So you yourself are going to know what journey you're on, what strength you're at, and whether you can cope alone with this or not, okay? You shouldn't have to cope alone with it. I relied on my friend, one of my good friends. Me and her locked ourselves away after we both had heartbreaks on the exact same night. We both broke up with our partners on the exact same night, and they both lived in the exact same time, exact same town. How ironic is that? I picked her up from the side of the road. It was the middle of the night. It was a dirt road. It was scary. She was sitting on the side of the road in a dress, bawling her eyes out. Picked her up. We both hugged, put her shit in the car, cried, drove the 2 hours home. And for 6 weeks, we just stayed in our house, in our little bubble. It was one of the best times of my life. It was amazing. It healed me. I healed her. We abused the people we were with. We used substances we probably shouldn't have used. We drank, we partied. We just had a ball. It was amazing. But you know what? We healed and we helped each other get through that. So if you don't have anyone that you can rely on, you know, try and find that one person you do trust and can rely on. If you don't have anybody, no family, no friends, there's helplines, there's free helplines, there's hospitals, there's mental health wards, there is therapy, there's psychologists, and they're probably saying money. But I'm sure in different countries they have different free services available. If not, just try and find someone trusted, or support groups on Facebook, support groups online. I'm sure there is some source. Just try and have a research. Try and do some research into your specific type of depression and people that are suffering with the same type of depression and can talk you through it and help you through it and give you coping ways and ways that you can cope through it, okay? But it is showing that for some of you, you can do this on your own. Yes, you're strong and it is just situational and you can get through it. As I said, you've got the Knight of Wands. Galloping through it, you can get victory on your own. But for some of you, it's stuck with you, it's still there in your everyday life, and you need a little bit more support to do it. It's showing that you have maybe a male, because King of Pentacles is very masculine, very strong, very supportive, very loving. So maybe some of you do have a male coming into your life, father figure, grandfather, uncle, older gentleman friend, that can help you through it as well, and will be a trusted advisor on this journey as well. But you do have support there. It is showing one person is there, a big support for you. So that person can be trusted, just know about it. Okay, it does show Queen of Swords reverse, so that means you're open to help, you're wanting help, and you've learned from the journey you've been through. Again, I'm getting two different specific groups. I've got those that have been through it and have healed themselves through it, and have learned the lesson and are no longer fuck you, fuck the world, blah blah blah. Queen of Swords is reverse, and they have learned from what they've been through. But the second group, those of you that have been through it and still are dealing with it, you have the Five of Swords reversed. And that is indicating that it is still with you, it is still lingering in your everyday life, it still gets to you, you're still struggling with it, and you're still wanting to explore options of how to get help and how to live your life better and more productively, okay? So I hope that has given you a little bit of an indication of this category. If it is your category, please stick with me, we'll continue our reading. If not, try a different group, and if nothing else resonates with you, I'm sorry that I wasn't meant to deliver the message you're meant to hear, okay? But let's jump in with some advice. Actually, before I do that, I want to jump into how this may have affected your family life, okay? With my family deck. Let's get into the family deck. How has this affected group one's life? How has this affected group one's life? Okay. How has this affected group one's life? How has this affected group one's life? Group 1, depression, messages regarding depression. Okay, beautiful. Not happening anytime soon, bottom of the deck. So some of you are very reluctant to not want to change. You think you're going to be stuck in your ways, and you're not thinking about getting help anytime soon. But that's okay. It'll happen when you're ready, when you're wanting to change and take the journey for yourself, the healing journey for yourself. We've got meant to be. Some of you were meant to experience this heartache and pain and go through this situation and experience this depression, this situational depression, in order to grow and become a more productive and higher vibrational version of yourselves. Some of you, the universe made you go through this to wake your ass up and make you change and make better decisions in life, and know that you're worth so much more than the shitty person that puts you through the situation in the first place. Wow, some of this was cast upon you by the universe, and you're probably thinking that's really not fair. It's not fair, no, but you obviously weren't learning your lesson. You were obviously repeating toxic patterns or cycles, and the universe wanted to bring a tower moment within your life and really wake you up and hurt you in order to make you feel the pain of that decision, of that heartache, of that toxic cycle, so you won't repeat it in your next chapter. I hope that makes sense. Some of you are seeking guidance for answers, and you're wanting to get better, and you're wanting to heal, and you're not wanting to stay in this land of depression, which is amazing. I applaud you for wanting to change and get help and live a more productive life. That will happen. You will get help. As I said, there is some of you trusted friends or family helplines, or that will be that older gentleman who you will trust and seek answers within. And this will lead to clear thinking for a lot of you. Once you decide to take that step towards your healing journey, you will feel so much better mentally. You will feel enlightened. You will start to feel better emotionally, physically, and mentally. And you will start your healing journey, and you will look at life differently. Like, it was funny, I was driving the other day, and I was looking at the leaves. As I was driving, I was looking at the leaves falling from the trees. Like just falling, really slow motion. It was beautiful. They were turning different ways. They were floating. They were turning. I was like, Donna, who the hell are you? I would have never stopped and admired such beautiful actions within nature. That is just not who I am. I was fascinated by these leaves. It was such a beautiful, serene moment that I experienced. Even though I was driving, so many leaves were falling, and I just like caught them out of the corner of my eye, and it was a beautiful moment. So you will eventually get to this high vibration. You will act and think accordingly, and get to a state where it's just beautiful. You will be awakened, and you'll go through this change, and you'll just it's going to be such a beautiful experience for you. Wait till you get to that stage. It's like euphoric. Wait for it. Let me know when it happens. It will happen. Okay. Healing cards. What can we tell group 1 about messages regarding depression? Yep. Beautiful. Messages group 1 regarding depression. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. For some of you, say what you mean. Some of you are not speaking up. Some of you are not living the truth. I feel like this has got more to do with healing and your healing journey. It is an inner fight within your own being, and you're not listening to yourself, your intuition, or what your body is telling you that it wants, or what is the right thing to do. It is a constant mind and heart argument. Your heart is telling you to heal and start this beautiful healing journey, but your head is like, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not getting out of bed, I'm not showering, I'm not getting dressed, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. Okay? This is an argument, an ongoing argument within your own being. For some of you, you have to know, you have to reprogram the way you think and reprogram the way you act, but it all starts with mental clarity, okay? And you will get that clear thinking, because that card is just sitting there staring at me in the face. You will get that mental clarity. You have to pour the love within to yourself. Self-love. You have to retrain your brain in order to change the way you act. You can do it small steps at a time. Get up by starting to make your bed. As soon as you get up, make your bed. Or number 1, decide to get out of bed, okay? I know that's a big thing. Some days I spend days and days in bed. It's fine. It's natural. Your body needed to do that. Your body will tell you what you can and can't handle, okay? Retrain your brain, take it one step at a time, but pour the self-love back into yourself. Know you are worthy, know you are beautiful, know you are worthy of a beautiful life. Keep reminding yourself with positive affirmations and retrain your brain to actually make the changes you want to see take place within your own life. Some of you are very creative beings, so creativity will be a good way for you to express yourself, maybe even be therapeutic for you, and you can actually pour your emotions and feelings into the canvas or into the song or into for me it's tarot decks, or doing this for you guys. Whatever the situation calls for, you know what you're passionate about. It'll help you forget about your problems. Not forget about them, but focus on something else. Refocus your energy, refocus your time, and pour it into something you love doing that's going to not only get your heart pumping and your passionate levels up, but also something that will excite your soul and refocus your energy on something positive, okay, instead of the negative. Let's get your messages from Archangel Michael. And get one more. Thank you, Michael. So Archangel Michael is my main guide, okay? He speaks to me directly to me, and he's always there for me. Always answers me when I want him. He may be some of your group 1's guides, okay? If not, we also get guides that pop in for whatever we're going through in difficult or happy times in our lives, or when we're about to evolve, or whenever there's change present within our lives. We sometimes get extra angels and extra guides in to give us a helping hand, okay? So Archangel Michael may be your guide, or is there at this time in your life, in your time of need, okay? So pray to Archangel Michael, help him, pray to him and ask him for the help you need when you're feeling weak or the help you require. He is there for you. He will send you signs, especially if you hear ambulances or emergency services. The sirens is an indication that Michael is there watching over you. So listen out for the signs. He is around and he will be there to help you. You've just got to ask for the help. Be gentle with yourself. Take it one step at a time. As I said, you can't commit to change and it's not going to happen in one day. Take the baby steps you need. Take one step at a time and do it in your own time and within your own limits. Honor and trust your feelings, as I just finished saying. Some days you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, fuck the world. Some days you're going to wake up and feel amazing, okay? You're going to feel different every day. It's a journey. Healing is messy. It is happy. It teaches you a lot. But the biggest thing it teaches you about is growth, okay? Growth, grow, change, learn, heal, and feel. Let it out. But you need to go through this situation in order to become and evolve as a human being. Okay? You guys have got such a positive message. This is why I do these readings. This is why I will push myself to do this reading regarding depression, okay? I wanted to give you some hope, to let you know that it's okay, and to sort of, give a bit of enlightenment to it. It's not all dark and gloomy. It's an everyday thing for some people. Let's get you some more healing messages regarding depression. Group 1, messages regarding depression. What can we tell them? Nice. Okay. Why is that sliding away? So mirror, who is triggering you? As I said in the beginning, some of you are experiencing this. You have healed from it successfully, but you have moments within your life, within your own life, that you have people, situations, could be something simple as smelling your ex's perfume or the same TV show you watched. Something is triggering you to re-experience this trauma and this depressive time that you experienced during your past, okay? In your past, not in your past life, in your life that you lived in the past, okay? Something is triggering you. You need to figure out what that is. You need to eliminate that source, or you need to tackle it head on if you're strong enough and face that fear. Face the fear, talk it out loud, express why it's bothering you. If it's a person, cut them off, block them, really easy to do. Don't worry about their feelings, because your feelings are the only one that matters. You're living with you. You are living within your body. You know how you feel. You know what you want. And you shouldn't have to apologize for anyone that's triggering you, okay? It is your journey. It is your life to live. Do what you need to do to make your life easy for you. But cut out what is triggering you, okay? Because you are warrior women. Even if you're a man watching this, I apologize. Your feminine within you, your warrior woman within you is screaming at you. You can do this. They're cheering you on. You can do this. You're amazing. You can heal. You can go on this beautiful healing journey. You are worth it. Remember your own warrior woman feminine energy within yourself whenever you're feeling times of doubt within your own being. Soul family. Some of you need to connect with your soul family, and that could be the family, blood-related family you're with. You need to connect to your family more, friendships. But your soul family is not just your bloodline. It is, well, for me, I have three readers that are in America. One is, I'm in Adelaide in Australia. One's in Sydney. 3 are in America. I'm making new starseed soul family and connecting with people that way. There are so many different versions of soul family. Even your animals are your soul family. You guys need to connect and find your soul family, and then your life will also take a turn and it will make you so happy and your soul will be so at peace and singing. You need to find your soul tribe. Okay? Alright, we're going to finish off your reading with, did I say reading? Reading. That sounded funny. Reading. Finish your reading off with your healing messages and then a positive affirmation card. And then we are done. But I hope you have enjoyed your reading so far. Let's find out what biblical character is with you, helping you on your journey. Okay, you have Archangel Chamuel. Chamuel. Assist us in finding the strength and courage to face adversity when it seems we have none left. He can also help find items that are lost, to find important parts of our lives, such as why is that so hard to read? Such as life purpose, a new job, new support friendships, and to find solutions to problems. Lastly, Archangel Chamuel also brings help to heal anxiety, brings peace to and repair our relationships and misunderstandings. Bring peace to our lives and help us heal misunderstandings. I don't know why I struggled with that card so much. It's really hard to read. Look, it's like white on white. I don't know why I made it that way. Well done, Donna. But no, Archangel Chamuel is here. You got Archangel Michael and Archangel Chamuel. You guys are pretty lucky and blessed. You also have the feminine warrior woman within yourself. Some of you are very, very spiritual beings, okay? You've got a higher power, a higher calling. You've got more to do in this life, and you're being called to heal and maybe educate others to not go through it, and give messages of hope and share your story. And just look at me just casually hanging out, having a chat with you. Maybe there's a higher calling to your life, so find out what that is. But you have Archangel Michael Chamuel and this warrior woman here, cheering you on, letting you know you're not alone. They are there with you, and they're there to help you on your journey of healing. Let's find some spiritual messages regarding depression. Leader. I just told you guys have a higher calling. Some of you are natural leaders within your 9-to-5 human job. Some of you haven't discovered what your leadership skills are yet, but you are being called to a higher purpose. I'm telling you, there's something more to your life you haven't discovered yet. What else can we tell Group 1 messages guarding depression? Visions. Some of you have visions about the future and about the life you're going to have, or the life you're supposed to be living, or the job you're supposed to be doing, or the person you're supposed to be with. I get visions when I'm meditating, or when I'm going to sleep or waking up. When you're in that dreamlike state, I get visions of my future and how my future's going to be, okay? Whatever it is, you get visions. You know you're unique. You know there's a higher calling. You can feel it within your bones. Automatic writing, the ability to draw or write without conscientious intent. Predictive writing, some of you are really good at this. You can go into a dreamlike state. This means you're really advanced spiritually, okay? Or just a natural ability within your own being. So lucky you, I had to learn how to do this. Not learn as in look up on YouTube and learn how to do it. I actually learned within my own being. I trained myself how to do it through meditation and numbing out the whole world, and just letting my mind and hand flow and deliver the message people needed to do. I wish I should actually bring that up more, do that more within the readings, but I've only done it in 1 or 2, I think. It's really fun, but you guys have predictive writing within your capabilities, so very spiritual group number 1, very spiritual. Let's get you some healing messages. Okay. Talk to the moon. Some of you are good at manifesting what you want in your world, and when we have the full moon, I think there's one coming up this Wednesday. This is the 20th of May 2021. May the 26th, this Wednesday, one is coming up. It's like a triple moon or something. It's a triple threat. It's really good moon. Whatever it is, every month you're good at focusing on the moon, releasing your past and manifesting the future life you want to have. Cut out all the negative energy, will help you with your healing path. I don't really need to explain this too much. You know what you need to do. You know what you need to cut out, who, what, and where, and what is not serving you. Goodbye to. And your throat chakra. Some of you are being called to be a leader and actually speak. So do a meditation and clear that throat chakra and really start following your life's purpose, okay? Let's finish your reading off with my little cute Engine That Could deck. You are enough just as you are. You are enough just as you are. You are enough just as you are. You're a beautiful, beautiful being, and you have got so much to offer this world with your beauty and your knowledge, okay? Heal, start doing what you're being called to do, and start living your best life ever, okay? Love you all. Take care, Group 1. Bye. Group 2, hello and welcome to your reading about messages regarding depression. I just paused, got some water because I've been speaking a lot, got some incense to clear the energy. I didn't actually light the candles for Group 1, the love candles. I had a feeling I needed to light them for you guys to bring lots of self-love and love to your being, because I just felt like I needed to clear the energy, because your reading, I think your reading's going to be heavy. I just have an indication and a feeling that it's going to be heavy. Lots of love coming out to you, lots of incense, so your energy doesn't stick to me either, okay? Let's start. Remember, take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. If this message isn't for you, it's just not your message, that's fine. Check pile 1 or 2, or the messages just aren't for you. Okay, Group 2, messages regarding depression. What can we tell Group 2? Okay, Group 2, messages regarding depression. Okay, they came out together, so we'll keep them together. Group 2, messages regarding depression. Isn't it funny? I just said your reading's about love, and look what came out, the Lovers. I told you this was about love. Group 3, yes. Okay. Group 3. 2? I said 3, didn't I? Sorry. Messages regarding... I'm going to actually not take that because... Clean it. I said Group 3, so maybe Group 3 will get 6 of Swords. That wasn't for you. Group 2, this is for you. Group 2, messages regarding depression. Group 2, messages regarding depression. That came out reversed. I said Group 3 when I said that card and put it back. It just came out upright for you guys, and you saw me shuffle. Spirit's got something to say to you. Wow. Okay, bottom of the deck, the Fool reversed. So, some of you are not taking this new beginning that has been offered to you. Some of you are not wanting to heal. Some of you are staying stuck in toxic cycles. Some of you are not moving on to your next chapter, okay? Even though you've had so much change within your life, and I feel like you're clutching onto straws and you don't have much left to hold on to. And you're being forced to move on to this situation alone for some of you, and you're way too scared to do it alone. But you're not taking your leap into your next chapter, okay? But you need to do this. You need to turn the Fool around and start living your truth. Okay. So that tells me there are two distinct groups in here like there were in Group 1. There is a group of you that this is about love for a lot of you. So again, it may be situational depression, which some of you, so I'll give you an example. I should have done this in the introduction video. Situational depression is when circumstances are thrust upon you in your everyday life that you weren't expecting, and then you're just thrown into it unexpectedly, or it's change that you just can't control and you're not coping with. That is situational depression. So it's caused to you. It's same as traumatic depression. That's what I was going to say with you guys. There's 2 different groups here, and it's got to do with your love relationship. So you could have experienced abandonment issues as a child, or weren't loved and brought up in a growing, emotional, fulfilling childhood, or men or women, or your relationships don't last, or you're doing something or something's been done to you within your everyday life that has caused this. I don't think you suffer from it just naturally, okay? But if you do, that's okay as well. This is just what I'm being called to say. Okay, there was a lot of growth. And I know this is about a relationship because you've got the Lovers, and I had an inkling that this is going to be about love, this one. And I didn't even know what your cards were going to be. So intuition's right. Pat on the back for me there. Okay. Thank you for clearing my aura. Look, the Sage is blowing straight towards me now, and it doesn't want this negative situation to stick to me. So thank you. Thank you for looking out for me, guides. Take that smoke in. Pour it into yourselves. Don't let this negative energy stick to you either, okay? It's really getting my face now. I need to talk. Can you please stop? Thank you. You put a lot of, 7 of coins, you put a lot of growth, time, and energy into this person you were in a relationship with. Wherever I go, this smoke is just following me. How can you see that? It is just following me. Might need to move it. This is bizarre. Thank you for watching out for me, guys. But whew, you guys are dealing with some deep energy, aren't you? Some dark, deep energy. It wasn't nice. You put a lot of growth into the situation and a lot of time and energy and effort. I feel like you built something from the ground up with this person. You'd known them for a long time. Maybe it was a chase and they made you chase them in order to be with them. But whatever the situation was, Spirit is acknowledging that you put a lot of, seriously, this smoke is like following me. You put a lot of time and energy in with this person, into this relationship. It could be a friendship, could be a family member as well. But I think it's more a love relationship because you got the Lovers and you got to clarify. I usually do the readings in a row, but I'm taking this as your reading's different than the other groups, okay? It's about love specifically. It's about your bottom cards are clarifying your top cards. So usually I just go blah, 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 in a row, but I'm not in your instance. I'm being called to, these are clarifiers to this, okay? Lots of growth built from the ground up. And I know it was a love relationship because 6 of cups, 6 of emotions. You built with this person. It could have been your first love for a lot of you, but it's definitely someone from the past, something you were so in love with, someone that is a soulmate, twin flame, someone you just loved the shit out of and thought you were going to have forever with, okay? You poured your heart and soul into this. I feel like you still miss them to this day. You miss the beautiful, tender moments you shared with them, but you don't miss whatever happened to tear you both apart. Okay, but it's definitely someone from the past, but definitely an in-love soulmate, twin flame connection, okay? Because you got the Lovers and Justice, and they came out together. So the Lovers, again, is soulmate, past, could even be past life relationship, but it's just indicating that it's something that is very strong and passionate, and it wasn't just a one-night stand. It wasn't just something fly-by-night. It wasn't someone you didn't know. It's someone you spent a lot of time and energy with, building foundations with, had a home, maybe married and had children with them. But Justice intervened somehow. So something happened. I don't know what happened. It's not giving me a touch on what's happened. Justice, they could have gone to jail. Someone could have committed a crime. Someone did something out of the ordinary that ended this connection, okay? And I feel like it wasn't you, it was the other person. Take it as resonates, though. It could be vice versa, but I'm getting more feelings it was the person that did it to you. The karmic justice caught up with them, and it could be physically jail or breaking the law or death. There could be something that they were held accountable for, maybe something they even did in their past before they met you, and it finally caught up with them and it tore this relationship apart. You had no control of it, over it. They were just gone. You couldn't do anything to change the circumstances in which you were torn apart, okay? Justice was definitely served in this relationship. And I think it broke your heart as it would, because this was such a strong connection. It tore your world apart. You went from one day happy to the next day inconsolable. Your world just did a 360, 380, 360. How does that saying go? 380, 360. And your life tore apart. But the good news here is, even though it ended, okay, I am leaping ahead here. Even though it ended, because the situation did end, 10 of Swords, death, new beginning for you. Some of you are stuck in that past because the Fool was reversed, remember, and you're not wanting to take this leap forward towards a new life, to a new beginning, which you're being called to do. So again, two different groups here. Some of you have healed. You got the Six of Swords. Maybe this is why this came out reversed in the beginning, but I feel like this card's going to make an appearance in group 3. I bet it will. Some of you have healed and moved on from this situation. Some of you are not wanting to heal and move on from this situation. You're sticking by that person. You feel like there's no one else for you. Maybe you're visiting them in jail, or waiting for them, or waiting for whatever's happened to bring you back together. But I feel like it was more environmental rather than cheating or anything like that. If it was cheating, that's just as bad. But I feel like it was something that was beyond your control and it was just ripped away, okay? But some of you have healed. It's definitely ended. Some of you have healed, but some of you are refusing to heal and acknowledge that you need to move on, okay? Don't want to burn that card. It caused a lot of sleepless nights for a lot of you. It caused a lot of mayhem, and again, your world just did a 360 and you weren't prepared for what was thrown at you. But yeah, again, true, but there is hope. There is hope. Look, see, that person's sleeping, but look at the beautiful stained glass window. There is hope. There is a ray of sunshine, okay? So again, I hope this resonates for you. There is two distinct groups here. Again, some of you have actually moved on and healed, and are living a new life and starting again, but some of you don't want to move on. You're still stuck in the depression. You're still reliving it over and over again and opening up those wounds and refusing to move on, even though it's been taken out of your control and you have no control over the situation anymore, okay? Alright, let's see what this depression, or the messages regarding depression, has caused to your family life, or your life. Okay, beautiful. Group 2, family life, yes. Group 2, family life. Okay, bottom of the deck, yes. Hope at the end of the tunnel. Some of you have moved on. I'm taking this two ways, okay? So yes, some of you have acknowledged you need to move on, and you're doing that. And it is going to bring a new romance for a lot of you, okay? A new chapter, a new beginning, a new cycle in love for some of you. Some of you are limiting your beliefs, okay? You're staying stuck in the past, stuck in the situation of the past. You think there's light at the end of the tunnel regarding this personal situation, when Spirit is telling you there's not. That situation was taken away from you without your control, without your consent, and it sucks, yes, but you need to move on, because that person was not meant to be with you forever. They were just meant to be with you for a limited time. They were a soulmate, but they weren't your forever soulmate, okay? You needed to learn something from that person or situation, and some of you are not letting go. Some of you are thinking, if they're in jail, for example, you'll sit there and wait for them and write to them and visit them, and they'll be with you when they get out, but they won't, because they'll be a changed person. They will not be the person that they were before they went into jail. The love state may still be there, but they will be changed. Spirit is urging you big time to move on, to reverse the fall and start anew, okay? Some of you are refusing to do that though. For those of you that have moved on, there is new romance coming. There is a new cycle coming in love. I knew this was going to be about love. See, some of you. Alright, Archangel Michael, my main guide. What do you want to say to group 2 about messages regarding depression? Thank you. Group 2, messages regarding depression. We'll grab, one more. That just flipped out. Okay. Some of you have done energy healing work. So Reiki or working with crystals and meditation on your own or with someone else, with a healer. Could even be therapy, because energy is translucent, remember? Look, as I'm talking about energy, this is wafting in my face again to protect me from the dark. Thank you, guys, for looking after me so well. Energy is translucent. It's everything. And we think, do, act, see. It's everything, okay? It's time, it's effort, it's everything. So this can be taken in many forms, in many ways. It could be healing on your own with someone else in many different forms. Doctor, psychiatrist, therapist, Reiki healer, yoga, on your own. Whatever it is acknowledging the change you've made, and that has been through energy work. A lot of you are very spiritual and believe in praying. May not be to God, it will be to the God that you celebrate or believe in, or the universe, or the higher being, whatever it is. Prayer has helped you through your situation and transformed your life. Admit the truth. Okay, so those two cards, as I was just thinking, those two cards were speaking to the people who have healed and are already in the next chapter, okay? This card is talking to those of you that haven't healed and are still clinging on to the past and the situation and love of the past, okay? Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. Look at that candle flicker as I said that. You guys aren't admitting the truth. You aren't accepting the ending that's taken place. You are living in the past when your present is begging you to make the changes necessary and start building the future that you can and want to have with someone else, okay? You need to do the healing work. You need to take the time to acknowledge that this situation has ended. Yes, it sucked, it happened without your permission, but it needed to end it. This person wasn't meant to go into your next chapter with you, okay? You needed to move on. And you need to start moving on and acknowledging to yourself, it's over. Please help me move on. Alright, let's get you some healing messages. Wow. Entrapment. Some of you feel like the person you're with in the past is blackmailing you, or maybe still having control over your life, bribing you, but something is keeping you trapped. Could be just your own feelings as well, and the want and need and desire to make your future possible, the future you were robbed of, the future you didn't get to have in the past. But whatever it is, you're feeling entrapment, and it's not fair to keep torturing yourself with this kind of negative behavior. You are sabotaging yourself from living your truth, from living in your present, by living in the past and feeling, look at this steam, just whenever the situation gets dark, it comes towards me. I'm loving it. Thank you guys for watching over me once again and protecting my precious, precious energy. You guys are sabotaging your past and and really stopping yourself from having the beautiful future that you can have. Remember, there are two distinct groups here. Some of you that are lingering in the past, and some of you that have moved on to your next chapter and are awaiting the rewards of healing and moving on. So those of you that are living in the past, it's nothing but darkness and gloom and doom and crying and wishing it could be different when it's not different. It's already happened, so let it go and start admitting the truth to yourself about your situation and circumstances. For those of you that have moved on, your rewards are coming. You're getting a new relationship, a new cycle in love, and you're going to be living a really good life. And those that are living in the past, know that the second distinct group here is going to be your life once you do the healing and once you move on and decide to be happy and live in the present and plan the future life that you want to live for and create for yourself, okay? Pay attention to the signs. So your guides are sending you signs in your everyday life. Most commonly for people who aren't awake, spiritually awake and vibrating high, it's through your social media feed, because that's what you scroll constantly, especially when you're bored, and you see synchronicity. So they send you the same messages, maybe in different forms or pictures or variations, but you see the same messages repeated. Could even be across different social media platforms. But you are getting sent the signs, okay, from your guides, telling you what to do, telling you to move on, telling you what's coming next, telling you what you need to do to move on as well. For those that are spiritually awake and do recognize other signs, numbers, so whenever you see a number, repeating number, look up the angel number meaning of that. Animals, if you see an animal constantly or out of the ordinary, or maybe you're just in bed and you see a moth on you or an animal flying into you, that's your guides practically throwing it in your face. That's a sign as well. I think that's it. There's probably so many more that I'm not... sorry, the smoke is really deterring me. I love it because my guides are protecting me from picking up on your negative energy, but it threw me off track because I've forgotten what I was saying now. But your signs, look out for them, okay? They are being shown to you through your guides in your everyday life, okay? So look out for them. All right, let's get to you. Oh, I forgot these ones. These are some important ones. These are starseed cards. Love, love, love these, because I'm going on a new adventure, discovering my starseed origins and writing about them. So I'm so excited about that adventure I'm going on now. Do I want to take these two? That one, yes. Okay. One more card for group 2. Thank you. What does the universe have to say to you? Deep replenishment. Retreat, rest, be held. Deep replenishment. Rest, retreat, be held. For those of you that are living in the past, be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself, admit the truth, that's your first step. Break off the ties that you have from your past, start healing, that is your number one goal. Be kind to yourself, do it at your own pace, within your own capabilities, and when you feel ready to do so. Don't force yourself to do it, but start to try and retrain your brain to really think differently, change your emotions and your connections you have to the past issues, and look at the rewards you have. A beautiful, promising new chapter, new love coming in once you're healed, and a new start in life, okay? Living the life you only dreamed of living. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Your guidance is divinely guided. You have your guides showing you signs in your everyday life. They are there being your number one cheerleader, helping you in your healing process. You're pretty special and pretty lucky to have that kind of guidance within your everyday life. And play. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Okay? Don't live in the doom and gloom of the past. Do things that excite your soul. Whatever your passion is, do that. Do it safely, do it wisely, but do things that will excite your soul and bring passion and fun and play back into your life. All right, let's get you your biblical guidance. Who is helping you on your journey? Remember, this could be your guides. For some of you, this could be also a guide that's visiting you to help you within your journey that you're currently on. Oh, wow. I was saying thank you, guides, constantly during this reading, and Archangel Michael is my main guide, and he is showing up for you guys. He's the master protector, okay? He is here helping and aiding you on your journey of healing. Journey to healing. So he's here. Pray to Archangel Michael to help protect you. Again, he turned up for group 1 as well. So a good sign Michael gives you is whenever you hear emergency services, so ambulances, police, whatever, their sirens, that's a sign that Michael is there watching your back, having your back, and letting you know that he's around. Okay? Beautiful. Thank you for showing up for group 2, Michael. Group 2. I'm going to say 3 again. Maybe some of you guys need to go watch group 3. There is a chain of events here that's happening. There's twice that's happened. What do they say? Twice is just a fluke. 3 times is synchronicity. So believe it. If I say group 3 one more time, unintentionally, you need to go watch group 3 as well, okay? Group 2, healing messages. Some of you could benefit from listening to a podcast. So podcasts are everywhere on Spotify, Apple, whatever store you have within your phone or computer, whatever. Seek out a podcast you can listen to, maybe even while having a spiritual bath. A spiritual bath, if you don't know what that is, I do have a video on it within my feed. Just look down, it's way down. I did it like last year, I think. It's way down the line, but it is in my video feed on my Blonde Psychic YouTube page, which you're obviously watching right now. Just listen to the podcast while you're having this beautiful spiritual bath and cleansing your body and removing that negative energy from your being. It will benefit you big time. And self-belief is very important for a lot of you, okay? Believing that you can do it, you can make the change possible, you can break free from the past, you can heal from the past, and you can have the future that you were promised in the past, the future that was promised to you in the past, but that was ripped away from you. You can have that future once again. You've just got to believe that it could happen. Manifestation will be good for you as well once you start healing first. All right, healing messages, group 2. Thank you. Okay, a lot of you just need to simply start by letting go, self-belief, and letting go of the past, and start making the commitment to yourselves to heal. A lot of you, solar plexus chakra, so sexual urges and passion and fun, you have to bring that play back into your life and do things that set your soul on fire. Your body is craving pleasure, so do it safely, but bring pleasure into your life however, in whatever means possible, whatever excites your soul, do that. And I think in the beginning of your reading I said some of this love, these traumatic issues may have stemmed from not being loved properly as a child, and that has come through again. Heal your inner child wounds, okay? Some of you need to go and do some inner child healing. I actually did a message, my last picker card was about healing inner child wounds, and I have previously done another video on healing inner child wounds, so that could help you as well. If you'd like a one-on-one reading about healing your inner child wounds with me, I actually do provide that service, but you're being called to heal your inner child wounds. That will assist you on your healing journey as well, okay? So let's finish your reading off. Oh, bye. I'm going to actually take this card. You didn't see that, but this is my little engine that could. And it just, this card just literally flipped. I have this old candle here that's just sitting. I love the smell of it. I haven't got rid of it yet. But this card just literally flipped and did a whole flick into it. So this is the card you're getting. You are enough just as you are. Group 1 got this as well. You are enough just as you are. Your self-belief in yourself is diminishing. You don't believe you are enough. You don't believe you have the future you can have. You can. Believe and you are enough. And change your negative into a positive. Remember, whatever we think in our mind manifests into our future. Like attracts like. So start changing your thought patterns. Start thinking positively. Start healing. And your life will transform. For those of you that are there's our 2 group of people in this reading, know that you've already done the majority of the work and good things are coming. New romance, new life, new cycles, they are coming, and I wasn't focused so much on you guys because you guys have healed and you don't need to hear these messages as such as the other group needed to, because they're not as strong as you are. And that's okay. Everybody's strengths and weaknesses is different. Every being is different. And that's okay. That's the message we need to know and understand that depression is around. It is in our lives, everyday lives as well. Some people hide it, some people cope with it, some people don't. And whatever stage you're at, that's okay. Just keep going. Try and stay positive. That's the biggest thing here. And know that you can get through it. It's all about mental clarity and wanting to change, okay? Group 2, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye-bye. Group 3, hello. I did 4, look. That really was a blonde moment, wasn't it? 3. Hi, and welcome to your reading regarding depression. Please take the, why am I saying please take the opportunity to like, subscribe and share? That is really weird, really bizarre, sorry. Please know that this message may not resonate with everybody, so if it's not resonating with you, just go and check out one of the other groups if you're being called to them. If not, that's okay, this message just wasn't for you. Let's jump in. Okay, group 3. What can we tell them about? Your cards are flying out. Your cards are flying out. I'm going to put that down there. Group 3, messages regarding depression. Group 3, whoa, that's too many, Spirit, come on. Messages regarding depression, group 3. Okay. Group 3, messages regarding depression. Okay, a lot of cards turned upright. Again, 2 different groups. We've had 2 different distinct groups of people in every single group. There must be a lot of different energies watching this reading, okay? Group 2, group 3. Oh, I'm saying it again. If you guys were pulled to group, I was doing the same thing in group 2. I was saying group 3 so much. If you guys were pulled to go to group 2, go and watch it. There is a message for you there as well, somewhere. Okay, but group 3. Okay. Just sage myself a bit more. Group 3, you're avoiding, there is 2 different groups of people here again. I think this stemmed from love for you guys as well, okay? And for a lot of you, it is situational or trauma depression, okay? Situational depression or traumatic depression. Some of you have so much trauma caused to you within your love relationships that has caused a lot of trauma and caused you to be very depressed that your relationships don't turn out. It doesn't even need to be love. This is specifically about love, this time in your life of regarding depression. But in the past, you've had a lot of letdowns and a lot of stress and a lot of people leave you, and it's caused you to go into this depression. So I don't think, again, you're naturally suffering from it. I think if it's happened to you, it's been a build-up again and again and again of hurt, and it may be an ongoing longer depression, time on depression in your life, but I don't think you were born with it. I don't think you have had it your whole life. Some of you still have it now in your everyday life, but it has been thrust upon you. You weren't born with it as such. It's circumstances that happen within your life to cause it to happen, okay? You need to heal those aspects and that pain and trauma, and it will help you not get over, because I don't think we ever get over depression. We can conceal it and we can cope and we can move on and live more productive lives, okay? Everyday lives. But some of you are not acknowledging what you've been through, or not acknowledging the pain, or not even wanting to face your demons and heal. And some of you are just not walking away. You're staying within your everyday routine, everyday life, and just putting up with being depressed and being upset. I'm sorry that sounded really harsh and blasé, but those were the messages I needed to hear. Somebody needed to hear that they need to change their everyday life. They need to, I don't even want to say it the way my guides are telling me to say it. It's like you really need to be told off. Like you need to be, the only way it'll get through to you is by being scorned at or spoken down to, and that is not within my everyday character. But the way it just came across from my guides, I'll tell you because they're telling me to tell you, but I just know this is not coming from me. It was being told to me from my guides to tell you, because they're saying the only way it'll get through to you is by being told bluntly, okay? Look at me getting so anxious, rubbing my hematite before I deliver this message. They said you need to get the fuck over it, get up out of bed and get on with your life, because you have such a beautiful life to live and you're not doing anything with it. You need to start breaking the cycles, healing, learning from the pain. Yes, it was horrible. Yes, it was thrust upon you. Yes, it wasn't fair that all this hurt happened to you. But, oh God, I feel so bad delivering this message, but you need to start living. You needed to be told that bluntly, apparently. I'm not going to repeat it again. They're saying repeat it again. They're not going to listen. I'm not going to repeat that again because I am not a harsh person. In my natural everyday life, I don't like speaking down to people. I don't like taking on people's energies. I don't like being stuck in situations like this. This is one of the reasons I didn't want to do this video, because things like this could have come up, but they're saying you need to be told this because it's the only way you're going to wake up and move on. I sound really nasty when I say that, don't I? You need to be told bluntly. Some of you needed to be told bluntly. I'm sorry. Please don't shoot the messenger. Oh, wow. This hematite is going to cut my fingers in a minute. Okay, this makes me very anxious telling you that. I don't want any hate. I don't want any backlash. I'm just delivering the messages, okay? Alright. So again, I know there's two groups here. Different groups of people, because some of you, from the Eight of Cups reversed, are staying stuck in your everyday routine. But some of you have actually made the decision to heal, and now you're the Nine of Coins. You're independent. You're taking control of your life. You have a beautiful, blessed, independent lifestyle, and you refuse to let yourself get back to the position in which you came from. This is also the life that you guys, so group 2, the Eight of Cups dude, Nine of Coins lady, okay? This is the different two groups here. Those of you that are stuck in the Eight of Cups dude reversed energy can have this, can make the decision to change, and can have this beautiful, blessed, productive life. You just have to want it for yourself. You just have to make the decision. My guides, why do they keep being so blunt with you? The messages that are coming out is like the way I speak to my son after he's pushed and it's drove me up the wall, and I have to snap at him. But it takes a lot for me to get to this kind of bluntness, okay? So I apologize once again, because this isn't who I am naturally am. But my guides are just saying you just have to make a bloody decision, and it's as easy as that, okay? Some of you, this is the message you need to hear. Make the fucking decision, decide to change, and you can have this, okay? Whew. That's a bit full. I need my hematite. I'm putting it in my shorts. It's staying there on my body. This is me anxious delivering this. I know there's a very masculine, heavy masculine energy here, okay? Because you have two knights, and knights are mostly masculine. Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords, both reversed. So I know this is very masculine energy, and masculine energy may have caused you to be the person and the way you are today, okay? So this is their fault. It is not your fault, but you can control your life and choose to learn from this pain and change your life completely, okay? Two knights. So they knew what they were doing. They did it on purpose. They were having fun. It was reptilian. They were narcissists. They knew what they were doing, okay? And it's, again, this is talking to the Eight of Cups group, not the Nine of Coins lady. We're talking to those of you that don't want to move on and are staying in your bed every day and are not living your life. But this is not your fault. This is their fault. Let them suffer the pain. Let them stop their lives. Let them live with the bullshit they caused you and thrust upon you. Put it all on them. Let them know how you feel. It's showing inaction. It's showing not wanting to move on. It's showing just giving up and playing victim mortality and victim role. And again, that's being harsh, I know. But you need to know this wasn't your fault. It was these guys' fault. Okay? You are not at fault or to blame. But you are in charge of you, of your own being. You are in charge of your healing journey. You are in charge of learning from this and knowing that you can have a beautiful, blessed life because you are a beautiful, blessed person and you have so much more of your life to live. Don't give up. Don't give in to these demons that thrust this pain upon you. Turn your life around. Choose to learn from it. Fucking abuse the shit out of them if you need to. That burnt me, that candle, as I said that, I'll just put my hand in the flame for you. That's how determined I am to deliver this message of hope to you. This message that you can change and it wasn't your fault, and you need to learn and you need to grow and you need to heal and change your life, okay? And the way you're living, because the way you're living right now, those of you living this Eight of Swords reverse life, Eight of Cups reverse life, you're living in the void. You're living in victim mentality. You're not wanting to change. You don't have the strength to change. It's all about wanting to change and knowing you can have a better life and learning from a situation. Do I have to say that? That's telling me so many horrible things. There are people in this group. It is, oh my God, I'm sitting here rubbing my hand. It's making me so anxious. I think this group's going to get the most controversy. I'm sorry. When I actually had a break in between the groups and I was pouring a drink and I had an idea. My guides told me to grab my hematite, because I've got a chunk of it in my room, and grab extra black tourmaline, and I didn't listen to them. I was like, no, I'll be alright. I just whizzed through the last two. I'll be alright. This one is so heavy, so deep, so dark, so heavy. You guys have been through hell. And the things my guides are showing me and telling me are horrible. Some of them, this will be triggering. So if you don't feel strong enough, don't listen to this. Switch off now, okay? I'll fast forward it to the end. Some of you have experienced rape. Some of you have experienced death. Some of you have experienced kidnap. Some of you have experienced abuse. I've experienced abuse. It is horrible. I'm lucky to be alive. Go watch Addressing My Past video if you don't think I know what I'm talking about, okay? You have been through hell, and there was more than one individual involved, okay? And they were masculine energy. It wasn't your fault. It was not nice what happened to you. It was horrible. It is not fair. I just got a vision flash in my head. Group 2's reading. This is why I was saying group 2 and group 3 are joined somehow, because justice and the lovers came up in group 2's reading, okay? Maybe this was a love partner that did this to you, someone you trusted, someone you were in love with, and they also came out with justice, and now they're in jail, because there was a huge connection in group 2 with jail and love and someone being ripped away from you. Whew, this is heavy. This is really heavy. No wonder you can't move on. No wonder. I wonder why my guides are being so hard on you. Why are you being so hard and delivering such a harsh message to these beautiful souls when it's not their help, when it's not their fault? Because they need help. Because they need to move on. Because they need to start living again. Okay. I'm sorry it was so harsh. I'm sorry it wasn't all nice and kind and are you okay? But my guides just said you are beyond that now. You are beyond it's okay and it's going to be okay. Because it will be okay. It's already okay. It's already gone. It's in the past. But you're living every day like it's happening to you every day. As I said, victim mentality. And you have every right to do so because what you went through was fucking horrible. Whew. Sorry, this is just, I don't like doing negative readings. I don't like doing harsh messages. It's making me really uncomfortable. So we're going to move on, okay? We're going to move on. I'm forcing myself to move on. Again, not moving on, staying stuck in the past. Ace of Swords reverse, Two of Cups reverse. Again, acknowledging that this was done by someone to you that you loved and trusted, and you know exactly what happened to you and who did this to you, and you're not moving on. Yes, I'm racing through those cards because I don't want to talk about the horrible events anymore. I'm just a bit over it. I know I can easily say I'm over it, but you're living with it every day. And I'm sorry you are, but please, please, please remember the two positive cards that came out in this reading and the life you can live. Make the decision to do so with the Two of Swords and Nine of Coins. Independent, beautiful, strong-willed, everything you've wanted. Can work towards this, okay? I promise you. You've just got to make the decision to want to change. Oh my gosh. That was probably the deepest, most confronting reading I've done in my whole career. My whole career. Alright, let's move on to how this has affected your life. Alright. Bottom of the deck, You already know what to do and what you need to do to change your life. Just got to make the decision to do so. You've got to find your happiness. Whatever makes your soul happy, go ahead and do that. And then you'll start to transform your life. For some of you, it's connecting with a group of people that have been through the same trauma and stress that you've experienced. And you will make a deep, beautiful new connection there. It's going to be hard to trust this person to begin with, but they will persist and you will just connect with them instantly, and they will light your soul up. They will love you so much. This new connection that's coming in via friendship, it is only a friendship, will be amazing and very transformative to your everyday life, okay? It will happen sooner than you think. Some positive out of the horrible negative we just had. It'll happen sooner than you think, so just believe. You've got to believe and take that step to want to change your situation and circumstances, okay? Oh, what a message. Let's not harp on the negative, okay? Healing messages, group 3. Messages regarding depression. What do we want to say to them? Yep. Understood? Okay. Alright. So we've got hole in the soul. Hole in the soul. That is a queen. That is you. Beautiful, royal, lovely, abundant. And behind you is who you are truly living. That is who you are reflecting to yourself every day. That's who you're living every day, and that is you every day, okay? That is death behind her. That is a skeleton. That is not living. And I'm sorry this is so confronting, and I'm sorry this is so traumatic for some of you, and I'm sorry this is bringing up the past and feelings and emotions that you probably don't want to address. But this is what Spirit is showing you. They're saying you can handle it. It is time for you to move on. You've just got to decide to do so and stop portraying yourself as this version of you when it is not truly you. Because look how beautiful you are. I'm going to cover up that person. Look at your beauty. You're amazing. You're a goddess. Some of you turned to recreational drugs, drinking, maybe avoidant sex, just to mask the pain of the trauma that you're going through and have been through. You went through a stage of being wild and not avoidant to your feelings and not addressing your feelings, okay? So you've really got to address this behavior as well. You've got to get this behavior under control. I know it's great to mask the pain, but when you wake up and you're sober again, it comes all back to you, okay? Flooding back in. You've got to pause your life, reanalyze, stop the bad behavior, stop the toxicity, stop the pain from happening, and you've got to start your healing journey, okay? Know your life is worth better, you are worth more, and you can give yourself more. Pour the self-love into yourself. You can transform your life. It's just a matter of wanting and choosing to do so. Archangel Michael, what do you want to tell group 3 about the messages regarding depression? That's too many. Explore your options. It's saying you have options here. You have different paths you can choose to aid you on your healing journey, okay? There are different therapies and different ways you can heal your, start healing your pain that you've experienced, your trauma you've experienced. So that's just telling me there's a lot of different people and a lot of different circumstances here, and everybody's story is different, and your story and the way you heal is going to be different. So explore your options and apply the best one that suits your healing journey and apply it to your life, okay? You and your loved ones are safe. You have archangels in heaven. You have your loved ones in heaven, your ancestors watching over you. You need to acknowledge that you are safe now in the present where you are. You're in a safe place. Always make sure you're in a safe place emotionally and physically, okay? Your safety is your number one priority. That is above everything, safety, okay? Make sure you reassure yourself that it has happened, yes. It is horrible, yes, but it happened in the past and you can overcome this now. You are in a safe place, and always make sure you put yourself and your safety as number one priority, okay? This is your life's purpose, as horrible as it sounds. I know it's horrible. This came up in group 1 as well. This happened to you for a reason. It is not fair at all. It is not fair. It is horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. It is, I know, it's bloody horrible. This happened to you for a reason. It happened to you so you could, 1, grow from it, learn from it, and not put yourself in that situation again. I just got shown a vision in my head of a young girl going out and meeting someone and physically being abducted, okay? You were reckless and wild. And this is also what led to your trauma. You were out of control. You were not taking care of yourself. You were not putting yourself in safe situations. See, that's why I was saying safety, safety, safety. Be safe. Make it a priority. You went through this for a reason. It is to change your life. You were out of control with your behavior prior to this trauma, prior to this traumatic event. And if you weren't, just know that this message, this little bit of the message isn't for you, but it is for some people in this group. It happened to you for a reason, because you were out of control and you needed to be stopped. You needed to change your life. Yes, it was a horrible way that the universe stopped you, but they said, oh, this is why they're being so blunt. The dots are clicking in my head now, okay? You were out of control. Maybe you weren't loved as a child. Maybe you were, oh God, cast out, thrown out, got pregnant at a young age. Something happened to you that you rebelled against. Maybe you were just naturally rebellious and didn't like society's rules or your parents' rules. And you were cast out. And it turns you into this rebellious teen or rebellious person. And you're like, fuck the world, I don't care. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. But you were putting yourself and your body through dangerous situations. You weren't being safe. You weren't putting your body and your mind in a safe situation, and you're putting yourself at risk. This is why my guide said I had to be so blunt with you, because you had to be stopped. You had to go through something so horrendous, because it was the only thing that would stop your behavioural pattern and stop you from putting yourself and your life in danger. Wow. Wow. Again, that may not resonate with everybody in this group. This is a specific message for somebody specific, or a specific group of people in this group. Okay? Whew, that's pretty deep. That's pretty full on. I think this is the longest group so far. Okay, what else can we tell group 3 about their healing journey? Oh, a healing journey. See how that transformed? The title of this reading is Messages Regarding Depression. I said messages about your healing journey. Yes, you're going to want to change. You're going to want to heal. You're going to want to change and apply the change to your life and live a more productive, beautiful life, okay? I'm so happy that changed. And you've decided to change, because I know you're going to. The strength has come back to you. Your worth has come back to you. You've woken up in a sense, okay? I heard something. This has had not left my head since throughout your whole reading, okay? I read something the other day. So I'm on this discovery now about star seeds, okay? Star seeds are beings from, there's 88 constellations within our within the galaxy. Star seeds are, so like human beings, they're like aliens, they're different races within different star constellations throughout the galaxy. And I am currently on a mission to document astral travel and document the different races out there in the universe, okay? But I actually read something the other day that to be a star seed, so you guys may be star seeds, you may have a higher calling, because this card, channeling and uplifting humanity, Pleiades, you may be of Pleiadian starseed descent. You may have a higher calling, and the reason I got on this topic is because I read the other day The star seeds actually have to go through trauma in order to change their life and become a star seed and accept the mission to bring good to humanity, to bring messages to humanity, to bring eternal love and help people that need it, and bring messages of hope, so people can channel through us and use us as a vessel to bring messages to people like you who are watching this, who need to heal and hear these messages and know that there's hope beyond what they're going through in their everyday lives. You guys may be star seeds, may have a higher calling, and may have been of Palladian descent. Wow. Wow. This is great. This is not great what you went through, no. It's not great the depression it endured, you know. But you are finding the meaning as behind the why it happened, why you're transforming your life, what are you learning, and what can you do to heal and become and educate others. You may be a star seed, so if that's resonating to you, I'm happy to help you discover your origins and talk to you more about it, okay? I can't discuss it, I can talk about it for ages, but I've got to wind up your reading. My daughter's waiting to spend time with me patiently, okay? Wow. And it's funny because I only found out I'm a star seed not long ago, and I went through that traumatic abusive relationship. I've been through a lot of trauma within my life, but now I would not ever put myself in a position to go through a traumatic event unless it's cast upon me naturally by the universe, but I don't think it will. Touch wood. Where's wood? There's some wood. But I went through trauma as well, and now I am using my body and my being as a vessel to deliver messages to you guys. So really think about what's happened and why it happened, and what you can learn and educate others through your story and experiences, and change people's lives also, okay? Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? This is the message you need to hear. Listen to what your intuition is trying to tell you and apply it to your life. They're trying to tell you something. Listen to the message. Don't ignore it. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Think about people and situations that are no longer serving you in your life and cut them out. You are being called to a higher calling. You went through this for a reason. You need to start your healing journey and start thinking about your life beyond after your healing has taken place. What do you want to do? Who do you want to be? What do you want to educate others doing? Because a lot of you are star seeds and of Palladian descent, and you're here to educate others, okay? I'm telling you 100%. All right, healing. What can we tell group 3 about their healing journey? Oh, again, listen to your gut. Sacral chakra. Your gut's telling you something. Trust the niggle. Listen to it. Twice you've got that message now. Meditate and manifest. You can create the life you want. You can manifest healing and the changes you want to see take place in your life. You've just got to believe that it will happen, and it will happen. Manifest and meditate, okay? Changes will be taking place within your life. You've just got to make the commitment to do so. Spiritual messages. Let's see what spiritual messages you get. YouTube. What are you watching right now? How are you getting advice? YouTube. It is a source for you. Get fucked. Sorry. Astral projection or mental projection. The ability to voluntarily project the astral body, our physical body, into consciousness without the out-of-body experiences, in which astral body is felt to temporarily separate from the physical body. Do you ever go through periods where you get deja vu or feel like you're not within your body or just zone out? I go through all this as well. This is your body trying to wake you up, trying to tell you that there is more to your life. You're going to be an astral traveler. What that is, I'm probably getting way ahead of myself because I'm so awake and I know what the hell is going on in this universe and within my world. Some of you might not be awake. Some of you are still in your bed crying and reliving in victim mentality, okay? And you have every right to do so. So take your time with your healing journey, okay? But you are going to be an astral traveler. What that is when you're in a deep meditative state, or when you're going to sleep, or just waking up, when you're in that dreamlike state but still conscious, you can have the ability to travel within your mind to different places, planets, galaxies, past lives, whatever you want to travel, or wherever you want to travel, wherever you train your mind to take you, and you will visit other realms. You will be astral travelers. You can revisit your past lives, find out who you were, relive the scenes of your past life. You can travel back through the galaxies in time and find out your starseed origins, visit your starseed family, discover your starseed story. I have done it. It is amazing. You guys are going to astral travel. I cannot believe that card came out for you. Whew. You guys are sitting there going, yeah, right, you're full of shit. What just came out? Belief. I don't care if you don't believe me. These cards are showing you who you are, and you just got to believe it. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger. Let's find out what biblical character is assisting you on your healing journey. Archangel Chamuel. So you have Archangel Chamuel, your guides and your ancestors in heaven, watching over you and guiding you through your healing journey. Archangel Chamuel is maybe one of any of you guys watching. He may be your main guide or just a visiting guide, so helping you try to through this tough time in your life, okay? So he's just a visiting guide to help you progress to the next chapter. He's here to help you bring balance to your life, help you move on to your next chapter, help you to heal and assist you in healing and moving on to your next chapter successfully. You can actually Google Archangel Chamuel and Chamuel and look up his huge story if you want. Do more research if you want more research, but he's there assisting you on your journey. What a story, Group 3. How fascinating. Final message from the little engine that could. Deck, your positive affirmation. Keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see a shadow. Keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see a shadow. Again, calling you to heal, calling you to look to the sun. Sun is the happiest tarot card in the tarot deck. Being called to your soul's purpose, to heal and really look beyond to the future about your soul's purpose and what you're supposed to be doing on this earth, okay? You have a lot to do. Start waking up and allowing yourself to wake up and experience what you're truly meant to be doing on this earth, okay? As a human, as your human experience. Group 3, it was an honor to bring you this reading. I'm sorry I was so harsh with you, but look at the beautiful transformation that has taken place, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye.